Do you want to successfully complete the WGU D413 Objective Assessment for Telecom and Wireless Communications course? Then you're in the right place. Our website provides a list of questions and answers with an emphasis on preparing for your success in the Telecom and Wireless Communications D413 course. In this video, we will cover questions from network basics, network security, data transmission, network devices, and IP addressing. So, let's get started. 1. What is the primary function of a router in a network? A. To connect computers to a local area network. B. To navigate packets across large networks using the most efficient route. C. To connect peripheral devices to a computer. D. To amplify weak network signals. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. To navigate packets across large networks using the most efficient route. Explanation. Routers are responsible for directing data packets across different networks by selecting the most efficient route. This is distinct from connecting devices locally, which is a function of hubs or switches. 2. What does half-duplex communication refer to? A. Communication that can occur in both directions simultaneously. B. Communication that only allows one direction at a time. C. Communication that allows multiple devices to communicate simultaneously. D. Communication limited to one device at a time. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. Communication that only allows one direction at a time. Explanation. Half-duplex communication allows data to flow in both directions, but only one direction at a time, unlike full duplex, which allows simultaneous communication. 3. Which IEE standard specifies the supply of small amounts of electrical power to network devices? A. 802. 3. EF, B. 802. 11N, C. 802. 15. D. 802. 16. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. A. 802. 3AF. Explanation. Power over Ethernet, PoE, is specified by the IEEE 802.3AF standard, which enables electrical power to be delivered over Ethernet cables to network devices like IP cameras or wireless access points. 4. What is the purpose of the Address Resolution Protocol, ARP? A. To resolve domain names to IP addresses. B. To resolve IP addresses to MAC addresses. C. To encrypt network traffic. D. To assign dynamic IP addresses. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. To resolve IP addresses to MAC addresses. Explanation. ARP is used to map an IPv4 address to a device's physical or MAC address, enabling communication within a network. 5. Which of the following is a feature of 10-base-2 networking? A. It uses UTP cables. B. It uses RG58 coaxial cable. It supports a speed of 100 megabits per second. D. It is designed for fiber optic connections. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. It uses RG58 coaxial cable. Explanation. 10. Base. 2 is a network specification that uses RG58 coaxial cable and supports data rates of 10 megabits per second. 6. What is the purpose of a proxy server? A. To connect wireless devices to a network. B. To act as an intermediary between a client and a server for security purposes. C. To directly encrypt network traffic. D. To provide IP addresses to clients on a network. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. To act as an intermediary between a client and a server for security purposes. Explanation. A proxy server serves as an intermediary for requests between a client and another server, often to enhance security or manage traffic. 7. Which topology consists of a continuous cable connecting all network nodes in a loop? A. Star topology, B. Ring topology, C. Mesh topology, D. Bus topology. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. Ring topology. Explanation. In a ring topology, all network devices are connected in a loop, allowing data to travel around the ring in one or both directions. 8. What function does a firewall typically perform? A. It connects multiple devices to a network. B. It filters incoming and outgoing traffic based on security rules. C. It assigns IP addresses to devices. D. It acts as an amplifier for weak signals. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. It filters incoming and outgoing traffic based on security rules. Explanation. Firewalls filter network traffic to prevent unauthorized access and protect a network from external threats. 9. What is an essential characteristic of a hot swappable device? A. It can be removed and replaced without shutting down the system. B. It requires system shutdown for replacement. C. It only operates in low-power modes. D. It requires manual configuration to replace. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. A. It can be removed and replaced without shutting down the system. Explanation. Hot swappable devices can be added or replaced without interrupting the system's operation, improving uptime and flexibility. 10. Which layer of the OSI model is responsible for ensuring reliable data transfer? A. Transport layer. B. Network layer. C. Data link layer. D. Physical layer. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. A. Transport layer. Explanation. The transport layer ensures reliable data transmission by managing packet sequencing, error detection, and flow control. 11. What is the main purpose of a VLAN, virtual local area network? A. To provide dynamic IP addresses to devices. B. To segment a network logically, without regard to the physical layout. C. To amplify weak signals in a network. D. To connect devices wirelessly within a LAN. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. To segment a network logically, without regard to the physical layout. Explanation. A VLAN allows devices to be grouped logically into networks, improving network organization and security, regardless of physical location. 12. What is the key feature of ad hoc mode in wireless networks? A. It requires a centralized access point. B. It is a direct peer-to-peer connection without an access point. C. It uses wired network infrastructure. D. It guarantees a higher security level than infrastructure mode. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. It is a direct peer-to-peer connection without an access point. Explanation. In ad hoc mode, devices communicate directly with each other without a central access point, typically for smaller, temporary networks. 13. What does the acronym 𝗶𝗶𝗀 stand for? A. Automatic private IP addressing. B. Advanced packet, IP allocation. C. Address protocol, Internet assignment. D. Automatic public IP addressing. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. A. automatic private IP addressing. Explanation. A 𝗶𝗶𝗀 automatically assigns an IPA address in the absence of a DHCP server, typically used for small, simple network configurations. 14. Which type of backup copies only the data that has changed since the last full or incremental backup? A. Full backup. B. Differential backup. C. Incremental backup. D. Mirror backup. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. C. Incremental backup. Explanation. Incremental backups only save changes made since the last backup, which reduces backup time and storage space compared to full backups. 15. What is the role of a DNS server in a network? A. To map MAC addresses to IP addresses. B. To resolve domain names to IP addresses. C. To encrypt network data packets. D. To assign dynamic IP addresses. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. To resolve domain names to IP addresses. Explanation. DNS servers translate human-readable domain names into numerical IP addresses, facilitating easier navigation on the Internet. 16. Which protocol is primarily used for transferring files over a network? A. FTP. B. SMTP. C. IMAP. D. HTTP. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. A. FTP. Explanation. File Transfer Protocol, FTP, is designed specifically for transferring files between clients and servers over a network. 17. Which layer of the OSI model is known as the presentation layer? A. Layer 5. B. Layer 6. C. Layer 4. D. Layer 7. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. Layer 6. Explanation. The presentation layer, Layer 6, is responsible for translating data formats, ensuring proper character code recognition, and managing data encryption. 18. What is a common characteristic of a Class A network? A. It supports up to 254 hosts per network. B. It can support up to 16 million hosts on each network. C. It supports up to 65,000 hosts per network. D. It has a default subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. It can support up to 16 million hosts on each network. Explanation. Class A networks are designed to support large numbers of hosts, with IP address ranges allowing millions of devices to be connected. 19. Which type of encryption uses two keys, one public and one private? A. Symmetric key encryption. B. Asymmetric key encryption. C. WEP encryption. D. WPA encryption. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. Asymmetric key encryption. Explanation. Asymmetric encryption, also known as public key cryptography, uses a pair of keys, public and private, to secure data. 20. What does a VPN, virtual private network, allow users to do? A. Access a remote server securely over the Internet. B. Assign IP addresses automatically. C. Filter packets based on security rules. D. Encrypt all data on a local network. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. A. Access a remote server securely over the Internet. Explanation. A VPN enables users to establish a secure connection over a public network, typically the Internet, to access private resources remotely. 21. What type of attack involves copying and retransmitting network data to capture sensitive information? A. Man-in-the-middle attack. B. Replay attack. C. DDoS attack. D. Phishing attack. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. Replay attack. Explanation. A replay attack involves capturing network transmissions and retransmitting them to deceive the system, often to gain unauthorized access. 22. What is the primary purpose of RAID? Redundant array of independent disks. A. To increase disk read/write speed. B. To provide redundancy and fault tolerance. 𝗧𝗏. To assign IP addresses to devices. D. To store encrypted data. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. To provide redundancy and fault tolerance. Explanation. RAID is a system of disk drives arranged to provide data, redundancy and fault tolerance, ensuring data remains available even if a disk fails. 23. What is a honeypot used for in network security? A. To monitor legitimate traffic. B. To act as a decoy system to attract and analyze attacks. C. To filter out malicious traffic. D. To encrypt sensitive data. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. To act as a decoy system to attract and analyze attacks. Explanation. A honeypot is a deliberately vulnerable system set up to lure attackers, allowing network administrators to analyze attack methods without compromising actual systems. 24. What does an access control list, ACL, do in networking? A. It assigns dynamic IP addresses. B. It filters network traffic based on security rules. C. It creates VLANs on a network. D. It logs user activities on the network. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. It filters network traffic based on security rules. Explanation. ACLs control access to network resources by filtering traffic according to predefined rules, enhancing network security. 25. What happens during the power-on self-test post-process? A. The operating system is loaded into memory. B. A quick check of hardware components is performed at startup. C. The system connects to the internet. D. The CPU is overclocked for faster performance. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. A quick check of hardware components is performed at startup. Explanation. POST is a diagnostic testing process that checks hardware components like the CPU, memory, and storage devices before the operating system loads. 26. What is a rogue access point? A. A wireless access point with advanced encryption. B. A wireless access point installed without authorization. C. A wired device that monitors network traffic. D. A firewall used to block unwanted traffic. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. A wireless access point installed without authorization. Explanation. A rogue access point is an unauthorized device on a network, potentially compromising network security by creating vulnerabilities. 27. What does attenuation refer to in networking? A. Signal interference from other devices. B. Loss of signal strength over distance. C. Amplification of weak signals. D. Data encryption for secure transmission. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. Loss of signal strength over distance. Explanation. Attenuation is the gradual weakening of a signal as it travels over a medium, reducing the quality or speed of data transmission. 28. What is the primary purpose of DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol? A. To encrypt network traffic. B. To assign IP addresses automatically. C. To resolve domain names to IP addresses. D. To provide remote access to a network. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. To assign IP addresses automatically. Explanation. DHCP automates the process of assigning IP addresses to devices on a network, ensuring efficient address management. 29. Which protocol is used to securely transfer files between systems over the Internet? A. FTP. B. SFTP. C. SMTP. D. POP. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. SFTP. Explanation. Secure File Transfer. Protocol SFTP provides a secure method for transferring files between systems, unlike FTP, which does not encrypt data. 30. What is a key feature of the Radius protocol in network security? A. It assigns dynamic IP addresses. B. It authenticates users connecting to a network remotely. C. It resolves MAC addresses to IP addresses. D. It provides encrypted communication between servers. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. It authenticates users connecting to a network remotely. Explanation. Radius. Remote authentication, dial-in, user service, is used to authenticate and authorize remote users connecting to a network. Struggling with your WGU exams? We've all been there. Welcome to OAExams.com, your ultimate resource for WGU success. Find over 15,000 plus questions and answers. Join our thriving community of over 10,000 active WGU students and an impressive 100% success rate with our premium exam support. Visit OAExams.com today and take the first step toward guaranteed success. 31. Which IPv6 address type is used to send data to the nearest router? A. Unicast. B. Multicast. C. Broadcast. D. Anycast. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. D. Anycast. Explanation. Anycast addresses in IPv6 are designed to route data to the nearest interface in terms of routing distance, commonly used for routers. 32. What is a collision domain in networking? A. A network segment where data collisions occur. B. A wireless network with low signal strength. C. A VLAN segment that restricts communication. D. A section of a network with encrypted traffic. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. A. A network segment where data collisions occur. Explanation. A collision domain is a network segment where data collisions can occur if two devices attempt to send data simultaneously. 33. What is the role of Active Directory in a Windows Server environment? A. It provides firewall protection. B. It manages user accounts, permissions, and network resources. It assigns IP addresses automatically. D. It filters network traffic based on predefined rules. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. It manages user accounts, permissions, and network resources. Explanation. Active Directory is a directory service in Windows Server environments used to manage user accounts, access permissions, and resources across the network. 34. What type of backup method involves copying all data that has changed since the last full backup? A. Incremental backup. B. Differential backup. C. Full backup. D. Mirror backup. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. Differential backup. Explanation. A differential backup saves all data that has changed since the last full backup, unlike incremental backups, which only save data changed since the last backup. Full or incremental. 35. Which topology uses a central hub to connect all devices in a network? A. Ring topology. B. Star topology. C. Mesh topology. D. Bus topology. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. Star topology. Explanation. In a star topology, all devices connect to a central hub or switch, which manages the flow of data between devices on the network. 36. What is a MAC address used for in networking? A. It assigns IP addresses to network devices. B. It encrypts data being transmitted. C. It provides a unique identifier for a network device. D. It filters unwanted traffic from the network. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. C. It provides a unique identifier for a network device. Explanation. A MAC, Media Access Control. Address is a unique physical identifier assigned to network interfaces, ensuring devices can be properly identified within a network. 37. What is the main purpose of a packet sniffer in network management? A. To encrypt data packets for secure transmission. B. To capture and analyze network traffic. C. To block malicious packets from entering the network. D. To assign IP addresses to network devices. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. To capture and analyze network traffic. Explanation. A packet sniffer is a network monitoring tool that captures data packets as they travel across a network, allowing administrators to analyze traffic for troubleshooting or security purposes. 38. What is the purpose of NAT, Network Address Translation? A. To resolve domain names to IP addresses. B. To allow private IP addresses to communicate with public networks. C. To assign IP addresses to devices on a network. D. To provide encrypted communication between devices. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. To allow private IP addresses to communicate with public networks. Explanation. NAT enables devices with private IP addresses to access external networks, like the Internet, by translating private addresses into public ones. 39. What is the maximum transmission rate for a 10 base T network? A. 10 megabits per second. B. 100 megabits per second. C. 1 Gbps. D. 10 Gbps. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. A. 10 megabits per second. Explanation. 10. Base T networks support a maximum data transmission rate of 10 megabits per second over twisted pair cabling. 40. What does the acronym POST stand for in computer systems? A. Power on self-test. B. Protocol over secure transport. C. Packet optimization service tunnel. D. Physical operating system test. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. A. Power on self-test. Explanation. POST refers to the initial diagnostic test that runs when a computer is powered on to check for hardware issues before the operating system loads. 41. Which protocol is used to stream real-time voice and video over IP networks? A. RTP. B. FTP. C. SMTP. D. POP. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. A. RTP. Explanation: Real-Time Transport Protocol, RTP, is designed to transmit real-time voice, video, and multimedia data over IP networks. 42. What type of attack involves the use of IP spoofing to flood a network with traffic? A. Man-in-the-middle attack. B. Phishing attack. C. Smurf attack. D. Replay attack. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer: C. Smurf attack. Explanation: A Smurf attack uses IP spoofing to send 𝗏𝗵𝗶𝗀 packets to a broadcast address, overwhelming the network with traffic. 43. What is a typical use of the DMZ, demilitarized zone, in network security? A. To connect multiple VLANs. B. To isolate publicly accessible servers from the internal network. C. To provide dynamic IP addressing. D. To assign user permissions in Active Directory. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer: B. To isolate publicly accessible servers from the internal network. Explanation: A DMZ is a network segment that contains systems accessible from the Internet, separating them from the internal private network for security purposes. 44. What is the role of WINS, Windows Internet Naming Service? A. It assigns IP addresses automatically. B. It maps NetBIOS names to IP addresses. C. It encrypts network traffic for secure communication. D. It provides VLAN tagging on a network. Do you know the answer? Correct answer: B. It maps NetBIOS names to IP addresses. Explanation: WINS resolves NetBIOS names to IP addresses, enabling older systems that use NetBIOS to communicate on modern IP-based networks. 45. What type of signal does fiber optic cabling transmit? A. Analog signals. B. Radio waves. C. Electromagnetic waves. D. Light signals. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer: D. Light signals. Explanation: Fiber optic cables use light signals to transmit data over long distances at high speeds, making them less prone to interference than copper-based cables. 46. Which wireless security protocol is considered the most secure? A. WEP. B. WPA. C. WPA2. D. SSID. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer: C. WPA2. Explanation: WPA2 is the most secure of the common wireless security protocols, using stronger encryption methods than WEP and WPA. 47. What is the purpose of a VLAN trunk? A. To connect multiple VLANs together. B. To connect wireless devices to the network. C. To amplify weak signals. D. To encrypt network traffic between VLANs. Do you know the answer? Correct answer: A. To connect multiple VLANs together. Explanation: A VLAN trunk connects multiple VLANs over a single physical link, allowing VLAN traffic to pass between network devices. 48. Which tool is used to terminate twisted pair cabling in a network? A. Crimping tool. B. Punch-down tool. C. Wire stripper. D. Multimeter. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer: B. Punch-down tool. Explanation: A punch-down tool is used to insert and secure twisted pair wires into network terminations, such as patch panels and keystone jacks. 49. What does the term biometrics refer to in network security? A. The use of physical characteristics for authentication. B. The use of encryption to secure data. C. The use of passwords and PINs for authentication. D. The monitoring of network traffic for security purposes. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. A. The use of physical characteristics for authentication. Explanation. Biometrics refers to using unique physical traits, such as fingerprints or facial recognition, to verify identity in security systems. 50. What type of network is usually confined to a single building and managed by a single entity? A. WAN. B. MAN. C. LAN. D. PAN. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. C. LAN. Explanation. A local area network, a LAN, is typically confined to a single building or location and is managed by a single organization, connecting computers and devices within that space. You've reached the end of our first question set. For the complete exam preparation experience, visit us at OAExams.com, where you'll find thousands more practice questions and comprehensive study guides. Thanks for studying with us today. See you in the next video.